Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Today we are going to discuss a very important topic which is related to the problems of Pakistan when it was established in 1947. Multiple problems were there, many issues were there which were faced by Pakistani government, public and different resources, army, monetary issues, social issues, health issues. So this kind of issues were there which were faced at that time by the country. Resources were very less, and at that time of difficulty, public had to support each other because Pakistan did not get enough share from India, what was its due share. By this picture, we can see that how people from India to Pakistan were moving and how much lack of resources were there, and people were in so much difficulty. Living conditions were like this. Those people who were living in India, they were forced to go to Pakistan. In their areas in India, their lives were very difficult. Now let's see some details related to rest of the issues which were there and whatever matters which are going to discuss in this topic. Kashmir was a state where 87% Muslims were living, but this Kashmir state, without the consent of public, it was given to India by Hari Singh, and Radcliffe and British government remained quiet while it was their responsibility to take the opinion of public and then give this Kashmir state to Pakistan, because everyone wanted to come to Pakistan. All those were Muslims and they wanted to be the part of Muslim state. So that issue is so grave that up to now many people have lost their lives, and since even 75 years this issue is not still resolved. Another issue which was there with Pakistan, that it is an international rule, when some land is land boundary line is marked, it is taken care that if some countries agriculture is depending upon food resources and water resources are depending upon some river channels, the origins of those river channels are physically given to that country. But here it was intentionally done that all those rivers which are coming to Punjab, and Punjab which is the main food growing area, Sindh which is the main food growing area, so origins of these rivers were given to India. We can see this land was given to India, and this is the white boundary line which is marked. So in this manner, all these rivers like Jhelum, Chenab, Ravi, Satluj, Byas. So these all were having origins with India. So in India, and India was going to stop the water, which it stopped in the very beginning. And in result, these rivers dried, water was diverted in Indian land in their own areas. And as rivers dried, Pakistan started facing water and food shortage because lands could not grow enough in the absence of river channels. And food shortage definitely created dissatisfaction and problems. So Pakistan was in the beginning, because of this canal water dispute, was in such a condition that Pakistan had to take food aid from United Nations. Now let's see individually what these problems were. This is the list of problems which are on our main discussion agenda. And then we are going to see the details of each one of these. If we see at that time, Radcliffe Award was an award which was Sir Cyril Radcliffe was given the responsibility that they would go to the Punjab areas one by one, and they were going to ask people who wanted to, how many people in each area, each village, each town wanted to be with Pakistan or India. This award did not adopt any secret voting, but they openly called people in the villages and towns in Chopal and started asking them if they wanted to be with Pakistan or India. In result, Muslims, Hindus, and Sikhs started fighting against each other, because in Muslim majority areas, Muslims wanted that area to be the part of Pakistan. But when Sikhs saw that if we kill these Muslims, a majority will be reduced, and they were going to take over, show that Sikhs were in majority and that area was going to India. In this manner, many areas where Muslims were in majority in the border areas of Pakistan and India, which is the border area now, borderline area now, at that time, those many Muslim majority areas were unfairly given to India because Sikhs started openly killing Muslims. in result, Muslims also in Muslim majority areas and in Pakistan, Muslims in reaction also started killing Hindus and Sikhs who were living in Punjab, Lahore, and surrounding areas of Punjab. Because when they saw that Muslims who were in the border areas were coming from there and telling everyone how pathetic conditions they had been facing on the way, and almost 1 million people lost their lives just in 3 months, and it was the largest killing of that time in such a short period of time. So it was because of the wrong way of division of Redcliffe Award. Police, army, or other government officials were not helping these citizens fighting against each other. It is also said that Pakistan and Muslims were given the punishment for dividing subcontinent into Muslim majority and non-Muslim majority countries. So it is also, history also explains about this. Another issue, canal water dispute, was there, which I have discussed with the help of the map, that mostly rivers origins were there in India. Till 1960, those rivers remained, rivers origin, all rivers origin were under Indian custody, and they kept stopping the water of Jhelum, Chenab, Ravi, and Satluj Beas. And in this manner, Punjab was facing severe food shortage, and definitely growing was also reduced, and land started becoming barren. So this was later on resolved, which we are going to discuss in our next topic, how these problems were solved. In 1960, this canal water dispute was settled to some extent by Indus Water Treaty, which we are going to discuss in our next lesson. And then UN was trying to resolve problems of Kashmir and canal water dispute from the very beginning, because Quaid-e-Azam took the membership of United Nations. India also became the member of United Nations. So United Nations did not want that its members are fighting for Kashmir and canal water with each other. So from the very beginning, United Nations started playing this role of mediation between two countries. Kashmir was given to India, but Kashmiris were not accepting it. So in 1948, with the help of tribesmen in nearby area, and some other persons who wanted to help Kashmiris, these Kashmiris launched an internal fighting against their authorities. And there was the first war between India and Pakistan in 1948, and some part of Kashmir was liberated, which is known as Azad Jammu and Kashmir, but most of the part was occupied by India, which is known as occupied Kashmir, and where they are still killing Kashmiris to reduce the number of population of Muslims in that area. And that is still a cause of clash between Pakistan and India. Later on, there was another problem. Assets were mostly there in India because capital Delhi was in India. So all records and everything was, all resources were there, treasury and army resources and ammunition and lists of government officials who were working. Those were all with Delhi central government, and they had to decide about how they were going to, how much part of money they were going to give to Pakistan, and how much to India. So it was decided that 1/3 of the treasury would be given to Pakistan, and 2/3 would be given to India according to the area which was there. Keeping in mind, I must tell you that at that time, Pakistan was not like as it is now. Pakistan was in two parts, East Pakistan and West Pakistan. East Pakistan is now Bangladesh. And in this manner, you can understand the size of Pakistan, which was almost to some extent, to some less part of land, but with more population in East Pakistan, which is Bangladesh. And this West Pakistan is known as Pakistan of 1947. So division of assets was to be done according to that by the British government, which was not done. And in this manner, Pakistan was facing problems due to lack of money, due to lack of army, due to no weapons at all, and constant threat from India. So this was the time of problem in this manner. princely states were there. It was not only Jammu and Kashmir, but Junagadh, Manawdar, Hyderabad, Dakkan, and some other states also. Some of them wanted to come to Pakistan, but those are given to India because Hindu majority was living in that area. For example, Hyderabad, Dakkan. Some of those wanted to come to Pakistan because the Amir or the prince of the state was Muslim, but that was also given to India. Here, Jammu and Kashmir was also given to India because Hari Singh was Hindu and he wanted to join India. So there were different rules in different states applied just to grab as many states as India could. And that happened. Many of those states went to India, and Pakistan was constantly raising voice for this, but no result could be seen. Refugees who were coming from India to Pakistan, because in India, those Muslims who were living, they were forced to go to Pakistan, and it was said, now you have got your separate Muslim country, go and live over there. When those Muslims were leaving their homes and coming to Pakistan, on the way, open killing was done, women were abducted, children were killed, men were killed, and those people in great miseries and food shortage and without any kind of resources and in constant a lot of emotional stress, they were coming to Pakistan. And as they were entering in Pakistan, we had not enough accommodation, food resources, medicines, and other resources for those people. And in the beginning, those were accommodated with a great difficulty, but with time, this problem was solved in a very good manner, which are going to discuss how this was solved in our next lesson, inshallah. But it was a problem in the beginning. Pakistani citizens supported them, especially Lahore citizens, Punjab citizens supported these because these were this provinces along with the border areas. So mostly refugees were coming, and very near to the borderline, they were sitting in the camps, and then all these resources were provided with the help of public and to some extent government resources. There were some administrative problems, and administrative problems are related to the government officials, qualified and experienced government officials who could run the banks and other offices in a proper manner. So mostly Hindus were taking care of administrative system of the country. When they left, there was lack of these workers, and it was a problem at that time. National language was declared Urdu in the beginning, but Bengalis were very sensitive about Bengali language. And as they were 55% in population, they started demanding that Bengali must be the official language. So later on, it was decided that Bengali and Urdu both would be the official languages. Now let's see the details about this. These multiple problems in overall creating very grave situation for the country. So these government officials who were working in the beginning, they were not much qualified, and offices were not in right shape, because when Hindu officers were leaving this country, they burned all the records and they burned the furniture and everything. So offices were in pathetic conditions, and resources were not there, records were not there, qualified people were not there. So and even money was not there with the government to set all the offices. So in this manner, due to the shortage of resources and shortage of properly qualified and experienced persons, it was very difficult how to run the system smoothly and how to settle those very sensitive problems which occurred at that time. Pakistan it was decided that Pakistan was going to get 750 million rupees according to 1/3 share of treasury, and according to the size of Pakistan, which was decided at that time. But only 200 or 250 million was given in the beginning, which was very difficult because government had to pay salaries to the people, had to buy medicines, food was not even sufficient, many resources were not available, which had to be imported, and then the problems could be solved. Because as one country, Pakistan's areas were agricultural, raw material areas, while India was having industries. So finished goods were coming from, raw material was going in Indian provinces, and finished goods were coming from there, and a balance of system was going on. But now there was raw material, So many handicrafts started working, but in the beginning we had no industries at all. So it was difficult to establish industries, because even for very basic necessities of food and medicine, Pakistan had not enough money. Many rich people later on contributed in this, which we are going to see in the next coming slides. It was also a problem that armed forces, those people who were in the army in India, they gave their applications that they wanted to be transferred to Pakistan, and they wanted to serve now this Muslim state. And along with this, Pakistan also demanded that military weaponry stock must also be shared. It was also decided that it would be shared, but India thought not to give this weaponry share in the right shape. So they they did it, but mostly those things which were not in the right condition, those were just separated in the name of Pakistan's military share, and those were thrown on the seashores of India, where those kept rusting for many years. And when those were completely rusted, then it was said to Pakistan that you can come and pick up your military share and or ammunition and tanks, and those were all rusted and useless. So Pakistan did not pick those up. Related to armed forces and soldiers, those people who gave their applications to be transferred to Pakistan, it was so delayed that finally those people left their jobs and they started migrating as common people in the country. So in this manner, when they came to Pakistan, they gave applications for reappointments, and some of them were killed on the way. Some of them were in so pathetic conditions. Some of them fell ill. So in this manner, armed forces were not in appropriate shape. Those who were here under General Gracie, General Gracie constantly was claiming that he was not appointed by Quaid-e-Azam, so he was going to listen only Mountbatten, who was Governor General in India. So Quaid-e-Azam was facing problem due to General Gracie also, who was not listening Quaid-e-Azam, but instead he was more sincere to British Army and Mountbatten. Another problem which was there, when these refugees came in Pakistan, they had to face terrible atrocities by Sikhs. It is mostly said that why Muslims did not react in result of Sikh attacks. In those days, government had declared before the partition that at partition time there might be fighting among the public, so public must submit their ammunition to the government. Muslims were very clear and they submitted their ammunition, but Sikhs kept their swords, saying that it was their religious symbol, and they used that religious symbol of swords and killing Muslims at the time of partition. That is why when there are pictures and when there are details of killing at the time of partition, mostly killing was done by stabbing and sword cutting. So those refugees who came to Pakistan, they had lost their family members before their eyes. They themselves were wounded. They themselves were without food and malnutrition and ill, and they had seen their family members killed before their eyes. So mentally they were so disturbed that they and terrified that even if they reached Pakistan, but for rest of their life, they were not in their right mental senses, and mostly they had become oversensitive, or had become afraid of whatever they had gone through while their travel from India to Pakistan. Now, another problem was there, which was related to Kashmir. This issue is still not resolved, and till 1959, Pakistan was constantly communicating in United Nations that now and or the other day Kashmir is coming to Pakistan. But after that, Pakistan started feeling that India was so stubborn about Kashmir issue that India could leave United Nations, India could leave the whole world, but India was not ready to leave Kashmir in this manner, and they started genociding Kashmiris so badly. They wanted to reduce the population of Muslims in Kashmir, and those families which were killed in Kashmir, in place of those in their houses and their resources and lands, Hindus are given, Hindu families are brought, and those they are given all those places, showing that the number of Hindus is more in Kashmir, because it was thought that on the basis of plebiscite and public majority in Kashmir, then this decision would be made. But nothing was done. Kashmir is still there, and this problem is still there. First war between India and Pakistan was fought in 1948 due to Kashmir. Azad Jammu and Kashmir is some part which is Azad and with Pakistan, while rest of the Kashmir is still with India. In 1965 also Pakistan was trying to support Kashmiris, and then that war was turned towards Lahore. Then Kargil problem is also done. Kargil mission was also there related to Kashmir, which also occurred once in 1999. But even after a lot of voice raising related to Kashmir, nothing is done. At that time, Hari Singh decided in favor of Kashmir. Hari Singh himself was Hindu, and he joined. He wanted to join India. He didn't want to come to Pakistan being a Hindu, so he decided that he was going to be the part of India. And even if 87% Muslims all wanted to be with Pakistan, but on the basis of an agreement written by Hari Singh and Indian government of Nehru of that time, they declared in United Nations that Hari Singh has given that state to India. So constantly those Kashmiris who are there, they are constantly, generations by generations, they are raising the voice to be the part of Pakistan. Now, these were the multiple problems. Now, let's see the evaluation. Even if there were a lot of problems, all aspects of society were suffering, and conditions were disastrous at that time. But Quaid-e-Azam's wisdom, his courage, his appreciation of even whatever contribution public was giving to him for the establishment of this country and for the solution of problems, he was constantly supporting and appreciating his voters and public. And in this manner, public was encouraged to give sacrifice, and public was conscious how they could help each other. It was a time when which was, and which can be given as a very positive example of history, when Muslims helping each other, those supporting each other, even if they didn't know the names of each other, still they were working and supporting each other in this manner. This is the time. This was the time, which grave time of history, which was handled so well. And now, Alhamdulillah, Pakistan is a nuclear power. Pakistan is a well-established country, and we are moving towards our development. Thank you. Wassalamu alaikum.